Hey everybody, we're at the LZ compound. I'm washing my old GT350. It's quite a bit different than what it was before. But we're here at the compound doing the LZ house transformation, and I need to come out and wash a car.
This all started with you doing my garage back at my other house, and
gosh,
that
remember
came out
that?
pretty legit.
That feels like a lifetime ago.
I know.
So that was the house that's about 30 minutes from here.
Yep.
It was a 3-car. I think it was like 38 by 24. It was a perfect Muse. It had epoxy floor. Remember I talked you into covering that up.
And remember, everyone thought the Swiss tracks were going to be terrible for like a shop working on cars, but it turned out to be the best thing ever.
Yeah, well, not great for welded diffs.
True, we did learn that.
Yeah, you got to drive in straight.
Yep.
If you make any kind of turn, no good. But that was the first garage we did. Sabre. We've certainly stepped it up since then.
Yep.
So Garage Giveaway. Go to obsessedgarage.com. Get entered to win. We have the OG LZ collab shirts there. Get entered to win, and we're going to pick somebody. I guess probably the third week of January. It runs from now until January 15th, and we're going to come out and change somebody's life. It's going to be awesome.
Good luck.
All right, so Barra GT350, for those of you who've been around a long time, you know this was my car. And lots of people always email me or message me or say, hey, you know, or comment, hey, are you real sad to see that car, you know, catch on fire? And maybe it's the callousness in me, but when I sell a car, before I sell a car, about 3 weeks before when I decide I'm selling it, it is dead to me. Like, I don't give a crap. Like, I have no nostalgia, and I wish I had that like collector mentality. I was watching this guy's YouTube channel called The Collector. Him and his wife just collect everything. They go out and they have tchotchke sets of all kinds of everything you can imagine, collecting pinball machines and guns and weird like yard gnomes, all kinds of stuff. And sometimes I am envious of that. Like, I just can only have a few cars. I love them when I love them, and then as soon as I fall out of love, it's over. It's dead to me. So anyway, we're gonna wash this sucker. It'll be kind of fun, kind of nostalgic to go over it. Now this I had tested out all the ammo stuff. There ain't none of that left on here, not a lick of it. So we're gonna be just parking water on this thing. But it is really dusty, dirty. I think it deserves a good wash, and let's get the thing rolling. The wheels look pretty good, but I'm procrastinating here on wanting to do the wheels, but let's just do the whole thing. Let's stop being lazy. I'm about to go home for. I gotta get the rubber out of there. I've never had to blow off the driveway of just about an inch of rubber because they were drifting here last night. It's pretty cool. That sterilized me from any interest at all of wanting to drift. The violence of that. Looks not good, not for me, not for the sensible sensitive Matty here. All right, I need brake buster and wheel cleaning stuff. I've been saying this for weeks. I finally brought my own fresh lambskin mitt. That's good. What do I need? I need brake buster and a foam can, and I thought I had everything prepared. I'd gotten it out, but I didn't finish the job. I'm not sure. One of these was clogged. I'm not sure if it was this one. I'm about to find out. Let's see here. Tire dressing's legit on here. That's good. Wheels still have something on. I don't remember what I did. Probably OptiCoat, maybe? I don't know what I did to these. I mean, whatever it is, it's whatever it was. You know, I guarantee you that one. So, when did I sell this car? It was 2018. 2017, I think. I sold this. I traded it for the Raptor, and then Adam went and bought it from Weichert. And then, of course, it caught on fire. These had, they have NVH issues, and the oil filters would sort of rattle off or vibrate off. And then, I mean, that's essentially what happened in the track. It dumps oil all over the front of the engine, and then the thing, lights up on fire. So that's what happened to it. And then I think Ford may have sent him a new engine, but he never put it in. And then they did this this Barra, and that's what's in it now. And man, it's got a sequential. I think it was the first time I've ever driven a sequential. No, I drove it about 3 feet, but it's something. A lot going on here. Oh yeah, fresh. I forgot to bring my lug brush. That's all right. I don't think the lugs are considering there's a giant fire hole on the side of this, I don't think me missing the lugs are going to be the problem here. So I think we're good. So this car, what did this car do? So let's see. I traded my F80 M3 for this car because I just wasn't in love with the, I tried really hard. You know, I'd gotten a launch 2015 F80 M3, the white one. I still think it's probably the best looking car I've ever owned. And I got it, had it for a couple of years, tuned it and did it. That was when I did a stupid suspension. I did the JRZ Pro version 2 and the car drove like crap. It was just so aggressive. And I didn't do a crazy tune or anything with that car, but tons of torque, lots of horsepower, was great. But I just didn't like it. I didn't like it how it sounded. I didn't like how it felt. And so I went to this, which was the complete opposite. Naturally aspirated, just freaking sweet. Such a great driving experience, the Tremec transmission, the stock exhaust was amazing, and so I thought it was such a great car. I felt complete with it when I took it to the mountains. So we took it to Brian Orr and I took it up to I think it was the first OG. Oh shoot, what do I do here? This will be easy to clean. And I thought it was great in the mountains. Those of you guys who have this car know what I'm talking about. There's like this weird, especially if you come from smaller, German, Japanese, lighter weight cars. There's this weird feeling of, especially if you didn't come from the Mustang or Corvette world where you're used to like a giant hood. The thing that made me feel complete, I never disliked this car. I really liked it. I really enjoyed it. I felt like it was a necessary progression in my car guy life, to get, I think, the best of what a Mustang is and could be. And like the GT350 or the GT500 is cool. I'm not getting it in there, but it's an automatic or a double DPT that I'd rather not have. And but like I'd be in the mountains and you get hard on the brakes, and the brakes are fantastic on this car, stock. But I feel like my whole body was like going through that giant hood. I don't know how to explain it. And that's when I knew. I was like, okay, I feel pretty good with this. And then what did I do next? What did I do when I sold this? I don't remember. I think it was one of the sacrifices of, oh man, I'm getting too many cars. I can't handle this much. It's too much for me. I like to have a few cars. And I let it go for, I don't remember what. But I did enjoy it. I think I had it for almost a year, maybe. It's good. But these cars, I sometimes look at like GT350Rs and I'm like, maybe I should get another one. These tires are pretty clean. So I think most of the dirt on this is more just from sitting in the shop. I don't know that this thing has a key. I think it just turns on. So I couldn't find a key, and I'm like, well, maybe just push the button and see what happens. So I don't think we have a key. Oh boy. Oh yeah. I don't think we have a cat either. Doesn't look like it. Yeah, that's usually what it looks like. We don't have a cat. But it's weird because this thing's, how many horsepower is this thing, Jeff? Like 800 or something crazy?
Somewhere around there.
And it feels like pretty normal, you know, when you're just kind of cruising through the compound here. Doesn't sound normal, but yeah, I can't leave that. I gotta do it right. Let me do this one and we'll do it right. God dang it. I just want to do a simple wash here. Get the heck out of here. I can't let it go. Tell you what, if I do this, you guys better frickin' go buy it right now. There it is. It's only like 20 bucks or something like that. Might even be less than that. Just get it done. Stop procrastinating. Listen to Uncle Matty. Go get yourself some P21S polishing soap because you'll use it when you're doing this. And watch this. See that? It's all gunked up. Take this spongy, kind of wring it out, like 70% wring out. Do a little swisheroo here. Get it on there. So it's a mild abrasive that does a great job at getting this. Get out of here, bee. It just dawned on me that the front fender is melted. Why do I care about this? So this is where you would use this product when it's not so far gone that you don't need like a metal polish. You can always bring exhaust tips back no matter what, but I mean, look at the difference there. Super simple. Which just when you have some carbon buildup, you can always visit with some P21S. And if it doesn't come off with this after a couple of tries, then that's when you would get, I think we, what's it called, metallic cut from CarPro, and that's when you'd get a microfiber towel and, you know, kind of metal polish it. But if you do this every once in a while, even on a catless, like aftermarket engine, big horsepower car, you can always clean it up pretty easily. If you just did this once every 6 months, you'd be good to go. It's something that, like, you'll buy one of these containers for like the rest of your life. You know, this one container P21S you'll have forever. I don't know that there's anything else like this. I'm sure there is, but I've been using this. A guy on Renlist suggested this to me back in probably 2012, 13, something like that. And I've been using it ever since. Look at that. Remember the R34, I had to do 2 different tries, I think largely because the R34 was titanium, which is a little more porous, but there you go, nice and clean, super simple. Guess we'll do this side too, huh? But I mean, what did that take? 5 minutes? Not that big of a deal. I can't do anything over at the house anyway. So we're at the stage, we'll talk about that when we start washing, but we're at the stage now where it's all expertise. You know, it's tile, it's drywall, it's painting. I mean, I certainly could paint, but we have painters coming, and electrical. So, you know, me doing the grunt manual labor, it's kind of done. It's pretty cool. That's a good old-fashioned 50-50 there. I think it's worth the 5 minutes just for the photo op. So this car is due for a good polish and coating. I think that would be a worthwhile endeavor. Not by me, but by somebody. Got it? Nice. Good. I remember if you didn't watch the R34 video, get out of here, buddy. You just killed yourself. Don't bite me. So then you don't want to close this up and seal it up and let it get all moldy. So you want to kind of leave it open so it can dry out. We'll get back to the wheels. Crap, we got a lot of sun going on here. It's like the only time of the day is not a good time to wash out here. Right now, right this minute. I would think that might rub. Although I think these tires are on there not to be going around corners, it's to be going straight. Let's find out. So the LZ compound project is going really well. We're 1 month in, so I was thinking about my 45 days. That's 15 days from now. That's not going to happen. I like to put myself in the same category as Elon Musk of having unrealistic, ridiculous expectations with no chance of ever hitting the target, but yet I'm going to believe it wholeheartedly. That's what I like to do. And then when we don't hit it, well, you guys get to make fun of me for it. But I do think that they'll be in the house by mid-January. The last few days have been feeling kind of weird. I'm like, man, what? I'm like just standing around doing nothing. So then I came up with the idea that not idea, but came to the realization that, we're about to buy a new building. I probably should go back and run the business for a few days and let Mike and Trevor do what they do and then come back when I'm needed. And I have this difficult, I'm sure many of you have the same feeling, especially if you're leading. As a leader, you almost feel this need to hey, if we're digging a ditch, I need to get in there and dig it with them, dig it the fastest. And then I'm sort of skating my other responsibilities by doing that. And so I came to the realization that maybe I can go and do what I do at HQ and then come back here, because at the end of the project I really need to be here to be working on all the different audio, video, lighting, appliances, all that stuff. That's the whole point of me being here. I'm not 100% sure. This is very similar to when I first started making the ObsessedGarage.com website. And my wife's like, what are you doing? What is the point of this? Because it wasn't ObsessedGarage.com business site. It was just an aggregation of information just so that I could not put descriptions in every video. It was like an FU to all the people for them wanting me to write descriptions. And I don't know why I didn't want to do that. That would have been a lot easier than building a stupid website. But I was building the website because I felt like my gut was telling me I'm onto something. I don't know what I'm on to, but I'm onto something. And so that's the same thing I'm doing here. I'm like, I really like doing this stuff. I like the, I'm in the point now, it's just like polishing a car where I've polished the hood. Well, I didn't do this fender, but I did a fender. I'm about to go into the front bumper. About halfway through the front bumper, I'm like, why am I doing this? This sucks. This is so hard, so much work. I've got 20 more hours to go. And then you finish it, and you're like, oh my gosh, that was amazing. I had so much fun. That was great. It's the best thing I've ever done. That's kind of where I'm at. I'm at the middle of the front bumper right now, where I'm like, what in the world was I thinking? This is a terrible idea. And then when I'm Dirac calibrating the NAD PSB system, I'm going to be signing up for the next project. I can guarantee it. So but right now I'm in that spot where I'm like, oh my God, because I can't do anything. This is something you have to think about, especially if you're, judging me in the video. Most of you that are watching this video probably aren't, but if you're just an innocent bystander and you're kind of watching me and you're seeing me host the show, if you will, after carrying out toilets and sweeping floors and all that stuff, in what world would it make sense for me to push Mike F out of the way and say, hey dude, you go sit on the chair there and let me do the electrical. It would be the stupidest thing ever. Or, you know, Mike Waba, give me that camera. You come here, you know, give me the camera, let me do it. That'd be so dumb. Part of the thing you have to give up as a leader over time is you have to give up the fact that you're not the frickin' best at everything. I still believe I could be the best if I wanted to, which is nonsense, but at least I believe it. And so I'm at the point now where I've got the plumbers, I've got the tilers, I've got Mike, and then Mike has Trevor, who I'm paying to assist. And so Trevor's kind of taken over my assistant role. So what am I doing here in the next next week or two? And we're in the middle of the Garage Giveaway, and I really want to promote that. And so I think one of the things we're missing on the giveaway page was membership and promoting membership. On all our giveaways, we always allow people to become members of Inside the Hex, and that counts toward giveaway entries. And so I thought, man, maybe I should go and do like a blitz of videos, do like 6 or 8 videos over the next week and a half or so, and convince everybody to go be members of it, and then that'll give somebody an entry into winning the garage. And shoot, hope somebody who's a member wins the garage, because then my odds of having a great experience and building it with you would be increased. So I'm going to do that. So I talked to Mike, and I actually called the painters and said, hey, can you guys come, so that way maybe Mike can go home and have a darn holiday. Can you guys come on schedule, because we weren't ready for the painters. They can do drywall too. So can you come and sort of double time the drywall, and that way they can get to paint quicker. And then when they're painting, we don't need to be sitting there watching them paint, because they'll have the whole house masked off. They'll paint, and then right around the time that they're done, we'll be back here to do the cabinets, and then the rest of the pieces will fall in place. So anyway, you guys were screaming at me in the comments saying, what are you doing? And I'm like, well, nothing. I did everything I needed to do. I spent hundreds of hours to get us here. By the way, I will say that Laurel and I, everything is here. Nothing is on back order. What part of the only way I could do this project was that if we had everything completely lined up, ready to go, and so we just took last inventory of everything, other than like the final touches like rugs and like potted plants and crap that you do to accessorize. We're set up and ready. So good job, Matt. Now I need to let Mike and Trevor do what they do and get out of their frickin' way. At least that's what I'm telling myself when I'm going to be sleeping in my bed, getting in my cold plunge, going to the gym. Touchless deal is inked. You didn't hear me say that. So we'll have it here in 6 or 8 weeks. This filter is really clogged. This is the right dilution ratio, but notice I'm not getting any aeration here because the filter in the foam cannon's clogged. I need to go and fix that. I already spent an hour and a half this morning getting set up, cleaning this place up again. So notice I did lop off the thing on the side, so every time I come out here I'll make little improvements. I'll get this done. Brought my lambskin mitt, I brought some more GSF, I brought some hides, I brought the brake buster. So every day, just a little improvement out here. So that'll do the pre-cleaning for us. Yeah, I mean, you can tell, it's like, normally I would siphon through like a good half a bottle. This,
Barely anything.
Yeah, nothing's coming out. That's why it's all watery. Let me hide this one in the back where no one can see it. This is my bro right here. We love the GFX, but GSF is still my jam. Still my favorite. Oops. It was about 30 cents of soap that just blew out the sign. Which foam can am I going to use?
Now, what do we got going on out here, huh?
Just cleaning up some of your cars, you know.
How'd you like driving that thing with the sequential?
It's cool. You know, I'm getting a lot of firsts here, you know, while I'm here. First time sequential, first time going around in a circle, pseudo drifting. What else? First time in a right-hand drive car. First time seeing, I won't say that.
All right, so I need you to explain on camera why we can't move the RVs.
Why do you want to move them?
Well, so I can do a lap in the Legend car. I just need you to say what you told me last night.
So it's about 2 hours per. We've got electrical wired in. We've got water set up. They're leveled. We don't know how to do it, right? So Scott came and set it up. So we'd have to figure out how to put the pop-ups in because they won't move without the pop-ups going in. Then you take the leveling off. And then we got to move this 45-foot thing, 2 of them. And then we got to put them right back where they were because we have to put them exactly where they are because we only have so much power cord. So I'm not doing it.
There you go. That's our answer. I did not do a good job of explaining it.
You can get your Legends.
All right.
You can do your Legends business when I leave. How's that sound?
And right now it sounds like the updated target time for the completion of the home renovation is...
Last week of January. That's the prediction.
That's ambitious.
Oh, no. We'll be out of here. Whether it's done or not, I'm going home. No, we will be done, I think. The cabinets go in second week of January. Backsplash goes in that next week. So I think, and then we'll be doing all the furniture and all that crap. It's going to be good. You'll see. It's going to look great. You need to go out there and show the people. So I need to rinse this thing off. But what is this thing now? I mean, you've refused to fix the fender.
Yeah, I know it's character.
Okay.
What do you mean?
That's what you call it.
Purpose or what?
No. I mean, what's the engine spec? I'm sure people want to know, like, how much horsepower is it?
Yeah,
what is it?
It's a built Barra with a sequential PPG transmission that fits in a T56 case, so it like kind of bolts up like factory.
Who is Barra?
It's a Ford inline 6 engine that came in Falcons.
Okay, in Australia. Okay.
So it's an engine that I wanted an excuse to do something with, but it's so big and tall that it doesn't fit in 90% of the cars that I own.
But this one it does.
Yeah.
And when the GT350 melted down,
it was a perfect opportunity.
Right,
like,
engine was out anyway.
When would you ever engine twice?
Yeah. There's still something on here, Jeff. Look at that. It's beating.
Drying, eh?
Yeah, that's good.
In retrospect, I probably would have preferred like a stock engine.
Yeah.
But it allowed me to experiment with something new. And
well, would you ever go back, you think? Do you still have that engine laying around, or did you sell it?
No, I sold the one that I got in the car down the bar.
Yeah.
I wouldn't go back. I don't know, the car's really cool and it's really special. It's just like the GT350 was so good.
Yeah, I know, right. That's the thing, the engine, the transmission, and now it's kind of crazy, wild,
You haven't gotten a ride in it possibly set up, right?
No.
Yeah,
I rode in it when it was like halfway there.
It's really good now.
Down at the old spot. It seemed, it's gnarly. There's every single light possible, like blinking at you saying, do not drive, it's going to explode. But I could see how it could be pretty gnarly.
It works really, really well now.
Yeah. Well, you can't go around a corner, can you?
You can, I wouldn't suggest it fast.
Well, those you look like you're going to melt the fender.
No, it doesn't rub, surprisingly.
And camera's in on the...
Yeah. It's perfect.
Wow. So it has a full custom exhaust and everything on it then? Yeah. This is a new part of our process where I'm doing
it's got the same ARH exhaust on it. We go into that from the Barra.
Oh, really?
Do you notice this kind of sounds a little bit like it used to still?
Yeah. Oh, I forgot. We did ARH headers, the whole
Isn't that
thing.
funny?
So you just cut it off
like from here back, it's still ARH.
Oh.
So it's like a 4-inch that goes into the ARH.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah. It sounds great.
Thanks.
See ya.
Later.
Yeah, I don't want to go for a ride in this thing. I'm sure it's great. I don't want to experience that. Well, we got a real deep cleaning here because it's been on here for like 15 minutes. All right, GSF time. I did get it set up, yep. Let me put the spray head on. Having to break out all the old MTMs. Will this thing do a burnout? Or will it hook up too much?
Not with those tires.
Okay.
Yeah, warm it up.
I just want to get like a little, or maybe I'll go out to the storage and just do a quick little.
That's better over there.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Just give yourself plenty of headroom. It doesn't stop great. It doesn't stop bad.
These brakes are good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go like 35.
You just need to get the wastegate to open it first. First gear's long though in that. I'm going in reverse right now, but my golf cart's in forward.
That's not good.
One of these days it's gonna make me like get in a car.
Yeah, that's the
that
that's the wonky modified one. It almost tries to kill you every time you move.
Not ideal.
All right, have fun. We'll see you. Now that's foam. Yeah, so Adam's garage, that was the very first garage that I had ever, we just shot a little promo for the Garage Giveaway. That was the very first garage I'd ever designed that wasn't my own. I think I'd helped some people, but I hadn't like done like a full-on design. That's when I was using Home Designer. I kind of rendered it, laid it out, made a bunch of videos. It was the first idea I had. I'm like, well, hey, let's do a collaboration. I drove down to Oviedo every day for like, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks. And Adam and I did all the work ourselves. We had Kalos come and help us put an air conditioning in. They helped us put the lift in, but we did it all our darn selves. Doing the Sabre cabinets, Swiss Tracks flooring, OG lighting. That was the original version of the lighting. Outfit them with all the detailing stuff. It was pretty sweet. And then that turned into now our full-fledged design. I mean, we got, what, 5 people that, or, you know, Kyle and his team. So today, I think the way Kyle has it set up is that, you know, we generally spend on average about 20 hours worth of, you know, various meetings, several meetings, and then, you know, behind the scenes work of renderings and all that stuff. But you go to Obsessed Garage, go to the design page, you can learn all about it. I'm telling you, it's like the most amazing experience. So much better than what Adam and I did back in the day, because we have like, I'm telling you that Scott and Ed and Kyle and the whole team, like they take you through this like amazing experience where you pay your deposit and that pays for their time, and then all I ask is that you buy the stuff from us, and we set you up with all the things you'll need and take you through the process of what is it going to look like, and then it's so cool to see the final results that it looks almost identical as the renders. It's pretty neat. You'll want to go and sign up for that if you've ever considered it. I think you should do it. Well, maybe Kyle will want me to say this. Maybe wait to see if you win the garage first. I wouldn't wait. I'm too impatient for that kind of stuff. And then if for some reason I won the garage and I'm like, well, we got half of it done already. Let's go. All right, let me get a wash pad. Somebody's using my stuff. Frickin' kill. Oh, that's not mine. Yeah, but that garage that Adam and I did it's still over there. It's still one of my favorite garages. I think before we had this compound, they were doing all these crazy rebuilds, and they've gotten some real serious use out of that garage. Back when, you know, Alberto was working out of that garage building cars. Oh boy. Yeah, this baby needs an old refresh. A little bit of contamination on there. It's kind of weird. It's been a few months since I've washed with anything besides GFX, the Christmas version. I just ran out of it here. But we still have some in stock. I think isn't that an eligible product for the giveaway too? So we still have some of that. The LZ shirts are now I believe all of them are in stock. So I'm sure we'll run out several times. Get out of here, B. I was wondering if I washed this thing, if it would make me want to get another one. I don't know. It's just so big to me. Like everything about it. And it's not a big car, but like just big and bulky. That's the thing that I just didn't love about it. I loved how it drove. I loved the transmission and the sound of the engine. And obviously 500 horsepower naturally aspirated is pretty freaking sick. But I would want that in like an E92 chassis, you know. That's why my ultimate goal would be to go build a stroker E90, you know, sedan. That would be pretty sick. So that's what I'm gonna do at some point. So if I'm, you know, if you're like 500 horsepower NA in an E90, much smaller proportion car, much more my style. This has everything with the exception of, and the seats are terrible in this car. It's like Corvette. I always make fun of them saying they went to Recaro and said, hey, let's take your worst seat and let's make it a little bit worse. Let's like chop a few things out of it that make it terrible and make it more terrible. That's the seats that are in this thing. Unless you're 5'8", 140, they're terrible seats. I literally like float on the rails. Even today, even being 35 pounds lighter. So my hips are my hips, and I'm not even very big. Just like a above average sized dude. Imagine you're like a big dude trying to sit in those tiny little frickin' seats. I'd have to go aftermarket, but aftermarket seats never look good. Why am I not moving the buckets? I don't know what I'm doing here. Not smart. I'm out of sorts, Mike. I need to go get recharged. You can't comfort your way into being at home. You can't do it. Even staying at the Four Seasons still is not home. These are big old doors, man. Just freaking giant. I remember polishing these things. It takes like, you have to do it in like 8 sections. Yeah, this was when I had this car, I was in full like product line experimental mode. I had Polish Angel and I had ammo stuff. What else was I testing out? I remember I was using Kenotech. All kinds of stuff has changed since then. But you know, I get this question often. I mean, Larry's product line, ammo's product line, it's just good. I mean, it's decent. And I really loved at the time. I loved Hydrate because I was still waxing cars, so I had actually put the ammo sort of, I forget what you call it, reflex or something like that. Yeah, reflex. It was like a hybrid sealant coating. Sort of light coating light, if you will. I think he has a coating now. But I'm in search of the best products curated, and nothing really made the cut for me. I wouldn't be able to sell it. That's what people are like, well, that's why you didn't like it, because you can't sell it. So no, I just wouldn't. I would just refer people to them. but there wasn't a product that I was, wild about once I transitioned from wax to coatings. It was a little loose there. Let's see what happens, Character. Oh, he's killing me. Yeah, this car's big, man. It's a big freaking car. I'm still... E92 would have been done already. Yeah, I'm looking forward to going home, and I'm doing Monday. We're gonna do a three-day water fast, so 72-hour fast with the Gary Brecka group, and then back on because I haven't eaten anything poorly, but I feel like I've kind of stagnated a bit here, and I want to get back to progress. Need my cold plunge. So I'm hoping to have the cold plunge setup dialed in here when I come back next week or the following. All right, we're good. I'm gonna have to go raid the OG store because I gotta, all this stuff we're using here is from my house. So if I want to do some washing at home, I gotta go get re-upped. I like new stuff though. Finally gotten used to that. I haven't hit my head yet. Oh yeah. That water's parked. So there's something on the front bumper, but not on the hood. I think the hood and the fender has been repainted. The bumper not. So that's why. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. So look, there's still whatever protection here, but clearly failed in different spots. So when I spray the water runs off, but then it's parked in the spots. So there's some spots where it hasn't failed, and others that it has. Either it failed or just heavily contaminated. Interesting. I never let my cars get to that point, so. So yeah, I think that's my greater message of this whole project out here is that, to me, the house is attached to the garage. The garage is the anchor of my obsession. And I think that, in life, in business, and pursuit, whether you're pursuing a degree or you're pursuing, a new job or something like that, I just don't preclude myself from anything. I'm well, I kind of like doing some of this house stuff, so I'm just going to freaking do it. I'm not going to worry about what the audience thinks. I think I can explain my reasoning here, and rational people can understand it. And I think you can do that in life, where okay, I want to try a new job or try a new pursuit or try, pursuing some sort of additional education or something. I don't have to drop the ball on the rest of my life. I'm not dropping the ball on Obsessed Garage, on our business, figuring out a way to incorporate it. So I think you could do that. Let's say you want to become a lawyer and you're currently a software salesman and you're doing really well. I don't think you need to quit, go and finance your life away. I think you can still sell software and figure out how to go to school at nights or weekends, or or figure out a way that, to walk into your boss and say, hey, I'm freaking good at selling software. I want to get a law degree, and here's what I think it's going to do for the two of us, or me and the company. How can we engineer a way into making this work? And so I think what I'm doing here is I'm pursuing a passion for the house, and then somehow the universe has lined it up to where I'm doing Adam's thing again. Remember, Adam's Garage was the whole thing that launched, Obsessed Garage Design, if you will, and the garage aspect of things. As I was making the addition, not just detailing, not just car washing products, but into the foraying into the garage cabinets and tools and lighting and all that kind of stuff. The pursuit of the end-to-end solution. And so same thing here, I'm pursuing the end-to-end solution at the house. I enter into the garage, I exit through the garage, but I still live in the house. And so I'm super interested in a lot of this stuff. I found a lot of frustrations in products and things that are really hard to find anybody to help you with, especially if you don't live in like a major metropolitan area. So I think I can provide some value there, and so why the heck not? Let's give it a shot. Let's hit these first. So I'm out of Atomac. So this is hides. We have this in stock. I don't have this in stock. At least not yet. So we're hoping to have this in the next month or so. I think this is better. I know this is better. I've been using it for several months now. Somebody is saying directions. Dilute. Oh shoot. Atomac should be diluted 2 to 5% to neutralize. Oh shoot. Somebody was right. So I guess I could probably dilute this right now, and I still have like this much. All right, well, I'll do that then. That's a scientific pour right there. Next thing I'm gonna read the directions. It was working really great undiluted, straight up. So this is a rust inhibitor, corrosion inhibitor. Well, now I don't feel guilty using so much. Now I use a ton. So let's see how to do it. You just kind of spray through the spokes, get it loaded up on there. And that'll help with corrosion and rusting over. Don't breathe in. Don't suck in a breath while you're spraying it. All right, I think these count for the giveaway too. Apex Air, they're in stock. They're freaking awesome. Yeah, so I mean, it's kind of pointless to spend a lot of time with this like I normally would and dry the whole car off because it's just parked. Water's just chilling. I know we almost out of drying aid, but I still have some here. That's good. And I need to apply liberally here today because this car could use a little something or other. I really want the metal tip. I don't need the metal tip on the, I don't. If I only have one metal tip, I want it on drying aid, not on my wheel cleaner, because I only use the wheel cleaner on the tires for a couple of squirts. So I think these are cost $1.85. So they're gonna be like $4, but I think it's worth it. It works freaking great. You just have to not be an idiot when you're screwing the tip on. Are you calling me an idiot? Well, if you screw it on wrong, then yes. I don't care if you're a customer or not. If you do it wrong, then you're dumb. Don't do that. Or maybe you're not dumb, you just made a dumb move. Don't make dumb moves. Didn't I just bring a towel out here? I'm falling apart here, people. I'm losing my freaking mind. Let's start on the front here because of the sun. Pretty crazy windy out here. Just add a little, at least a little something to it. Drying aid will leave a little layer of protection, but not much. Not really protection, more just water beading. That's the thing, is that unless you have a product that connects with itself, cross-links, you know, like a resin-delivered coating, the resin leaves a layer that covers the entire surface. If you're just doing spray sealants and all that crap, it's not protecting squat. It's just, it may be beading water, may help a little bit with certain chemicals, but if you looked at it under a microscope, like even drying aid here, there's going to be little tiny pockets of silicon dioxide that is, you know, holding onto the surface, and so a bead of water is, say, yay big, but there are giant gaps in between the silicon dioxide. What do we got going on with this little guy here?
It's dirty. We're hoping to get a wash and talk.
Yeah, get the heck out of here. You can wash and talk. That'll be great. I'll move this out of the way in a minute here, and you can wash and talk till your heart's content.
Are you almost done with this thing?
Yeah, just drying it.
Ready? You miss it?
No. We were talking about that. You know, when I sell a car, it's dead to me. About 3 weeks before I sell it, when I decide I'm going to sell it, done. I feel complete. You know, I took this car to the mountains. It felt big and heavy. I felt good with my time with it, and then I just move on.
So it's like...
And I went, oh, that's right, I went back to E92. So then I got my Le Mans E92 that we did a giveaway on. So that was the...
So you're okay with it?
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And then people were like, oh man, are you sad that it caught on fire? I'm like, I don't care, it's not my car, it's dead to me. You know, I got my money back and good to go.
I think sometimes I miss cars a little bit, but...
Well, sometimes I live back in the past, like with S2000s, I'm like, man, I love that car, it was so good. But then after having better cars, then I got another one, and I'm a lot bigger and fatter than I was back then, you know, so... You know, I get in the car, I'm like, this sucks, it's freaking uncomfortable. And then I screwed up, and, you know, I think what you guys do with making crazy horsepower, it kind of messes up the car every time, you know? You mess up the balance, so I made it 500 horsepower, and it was terrible. You're just sliding around the road everywhere.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
So we have an Evo wagon, and it's like crazy. 2 3-stroker, big Garrett turbo, big O injectors, and it's just finicky.
Yeah, right.
It's wild.
I can't handle that finickiness, you know.
Whereas this one, it's like a stock frame turbo, and
it just works.
And it's smooth, and it's like it just drives nice.
Yeah. Is that an Evo 9?
Yeah.
Did you drive it out here?
No, we trailered it.
Oh, okay.
So that's the one we're doing a giveaway on. So.
Oh, Motion Auto TV giveaway. What's the giveaway specs? When is it happening?
Oh, it ends on Sunday.
Oh, so go to Motion Auto TV. Check out that. We'll get some clips of the Evo for you.
Yeah, we painted it like 3 weeks ago.
How about we do this? You guys have time? You want to do a wash and talk where you do the talk and I sit on a chair and watch you wash it? And I'll critique you?
I mean, that would be kind of funny. I'd like that.
Yeah. I'd like it too because I don't have to do the work.
Yeah. That would feel weird, like just getting watched,
You're getting watched by the guy.
Getting watched by the guy. Like,
yeah.
Doing everything wrong, you'd be like, no, where's the second bucket? You know?
I'm nice, you know.
Hey, you know, honestly, it'd probably be good to learn. You did this with Adam a long time ago, right?
Yeah.
And he actually learned how to wash a car.
Yeah. Yep. It was his 335. It's back when he only had a couple of cars, not 40, and.
I think he's more than that now.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
40. He has probably 60.
Yep.
Dang.
It doesn't rub, he says. I was like, okay.
Well, the crazy thing, these things are like factory rolled in the back.
Yeah, there's no lip. There's also nothing on, there's no wax on this car, no coating. It's a little barren of the water rejection. Do you have a child in that car?
We got 2.
Oh, nice. The whole crew's here?
From Colorado.
I didn't know that. It doesn't look bad. This color, you know, it does okay. And, you know, and Adam knows how to wash a car now, and I doubt he washed this much. So Jeff and Trevor wash this most of the time. So, you know, other than the fender there, it looks pretty decent, you know, it's not terrible. The roof has the most amount of gunk. I could almost just decon the roof and the car would be in pretty decent shape. Yeah, I mean, less than that. That's some crunchiness there. That's overspray. For sure, overspray. Yeah, that's it. There's no overspray on the side. It just sat on the top. So we would need to clay bar it. Like auto scrub or synthetic clay scrubbers or like the Rag Company thing that I use doesn't do as well at removing an overspray paint. The thing that works best for that is a clay bar. And then because you'd need to get a little bit more aggressive, you definitely would want to polish it. We'll add this to Trevor and Jeff's list that they need to dial this sucker in. Especially if I'm going to buy it back. Just kidding. Just messing with you. You know, I really do think I'd like to have both an indoor and outdoor wash bay. That's what's so cool about the Helen house is that we have both. And so being able to choose, you know, if it's really nice weather like today, come outside, wash the car. If it was hot or cold, then you can go inside, wash it. And I think what we're probably going to do in Helen at some point is I think I'm going to do tile on the walls in the garage and make it like a true, you know, waterproofed. We'll probably pull the drywall off and do cement board behind it, and then do some wall tile up the wall, maybe even tile the ceiling. I don't know. See. We don't have to. It'd be fine the way it is. Maybe have to replace the drywall in 6 or 7 years. But I think it would be cool, a cool project to do. You know what we should do? We'll tell the compound people, and I'll do like a little, just rip around the compound in his Evo. It'd be kind of cool to see what an Evo 9 feels like and promote his giveaway. That'd be kind of neat. Just in this video. Yeah, I felt bored with this paint color, but you know, when it's clean and polished and shined up, it does look good. But I did this twice, where I bought the B8 S4 in a color like this, thinking I could grow to like it. It's just not. It's not blue, it's not green, it's not white, it's just wrong. You know, it just gets boring. And that was probably a decent percentage of the contributing factor of me moving on from this thing, was just kind of a boring color. It's a great color, but it's just one of those things where it's not like exciting. Clearly gray. Hit this again, and we're done. Tires don't even need to be dressed. If you own one of these things, you would definitely want to PPF this black part here. Polish it, put PPF right over it. Quick little door jamb. Well, let's take a look at the engine. Let's see what it looks like under there. You guys feel like you'd be yelling at me if I didn't give you a sneak peek of what the Barra looks like. forgotten that, but I didn't know that the Barra was a Ford engine already. I didn't realize that. I feel the execution of that paint color didn't work out so well. Yeah, I think I can comfortably say I like this car. I did like it. I feel complete with my ownership. I couldn't see myself buying another one. All right, so you guys have seen Trevor in the videos before, but Trevor
Have
Motion
I
Auto
been in
TV.
the videos?
No?
No.
Well, certainly in the SEMA vlog.
Oh, yeah.
But Trevor, Motion Auto TV, we've been friends, met through Adam years ago, and we always talk about life and business and all that. He has, I would mention in the video earlier that he has this Evo 9. I've never driven an Evo 8 or Evo 9 until I got my Evo 8.
Yeah.
So I'm here, we're in the video, I talked about it, I'm gonna jump in the thing, we're gonna kind of rip around the compound here a little bit, and I just wanna see what a higher mile Evo 9 with slightly modified feels like, because I'm about to do my turbo. I wanted to see what it was like.
What turbo are you putting on there?
FP Green.
Yeah, nice.
So FP Green, what did I get? Injector Dynamics 10, what were they, the 10?
1050Xs?
Yeah, I got those. I'm doing, Chris Carby's gonna tune it for me, and I'll probably be somewhere around 400 horsepower, the wheels, something like that.
No, that'll be good. This one's probably a little under 400.
Yeah.
So it's basically stock Evo 9 turbo.
Yeah.
It has an RTEC Performance OEM replacement turbo manifold,
Okay.
or the basically
The
exhaust
cast
manifold.
the cast version.
The cast
Yeah,
version
yeah.
that like looks like OEM. It has the you can put the OEM shield on it,
Yep.
and then it has a 3.5-inch dump pipe,
Okay.
and then a 3.5-inch front pipe, basically, which I think you might need.
What is it stock exhaust? What exhaust?
So it has a 3-inch Greddy exhaust.
Okay.
And then, so the tip fell off of it too. So
I'm not judging.
this thing, other than that, so it has 1200cc FIC injectors, which are like an older style injector.
Yeah.
And it was kind of a last minute thing for us to bring this down here.
Yeah.
And even this whole E36 thing that we're doing here
Yeah.
at the compound. So we kind of had 2 weeks that we were planning on dialing in the car with. We had another turbo for it, we had injectors, all that stuff that was coming, and then we just didn't get it in time.
Because the giveaway ends the 17th, Sunday the 17th.
Yeah.
And so then you'll be, picking the winner, and while you're finishing up the last little finishing touches to make it available.
Yeah, so we'll
Go to emotionautotv.com. We'll put the link in the description and get entered to win. But let's go for a little rip. Yeah. Looks like my car. Yeah, see, my ACD lights are on, drive me crazy.
Yeah, my wagon is like that too.
So we're fighting it. We think it may be a sensor. We bled it 57 times. Clutch feels heavier than, is there something different with the clutch?
It might be a replacement.
Gotcha.
I'm not sure, I haven't looked. I'm assuming with 140,000 has a little bit more.
Yeah. Gosh, feels so weird. Driving the GT350 is huge, and then get into this, it just feels right. Yeah, this feels great. 140,000 miles doesn't feel like anything. Stock brakes.
Yep.
That's the thing with these. I was like, I gotta get brakes, and people are like, Anthony, my buddy Anthony from that company's like, you know, just try the stock brakes, put some different pads and rotors, and you're good to go. So you'll draw the winner like maybe a week after or so.
Yeah.
Ooh, I'm excited for mine. I've been really bored with mine at what my car is going to feel like. Or excited for what my car is going to feel like when I actually get it tuned. Because right now I freaking hate it. I'm on the stock suspension. You know, I'm on my 7th exhaust. I can't find an exhaust that I like.
Does this one sound any different?
Yeah, well, mine, I've got the darn Fujitsubo. It sounds like nothing. It sounds like stock.
Just quiet, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I like this. All right, I got to get my suspension on. I've got Olin's, you know, sitting on my counter, ready to go. Nothing with the shifter.
Yeah, it's just all stock.
Yeah, this is a compound car for sure. We could definitely rip around with this thing.
It just feels like a little go-kart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like how you kind of sit up. You can see everything.
But even I'm 6'2", and I have over, you know, I could wear a helmet and still have a half a hand gap. This is good, dude.
Yeah.
This is really good. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it's good. Let's go park it before I get in trouble. Adam's not here, so I can do what I want. I'm building this house for him.
Well, you're Big Adam, so it's all right.
Yeah, that's true.
Now.
Yeah, I'm allowed. Yeah.
When Little Adam's not here, Big Adam's in charge.
Yeah. It's pretty darn good.
Hell yeah.
I'm excited to start messing with mine now. Well, thanks for letting us do this. Go to Motion Auto TV and get entered. Somebody's going to be pumped about this thing.